It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And our focus is on this team's creative quarterback.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week.
Hope y'all ready for this one.
And it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The slot man in motion right. 2nd and 3. To the sideline and incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even
rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a yard. Gregory will look to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Gregory to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards results in a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Off the RPO, he completes it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Now Gregory. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gregory.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. But you look at this defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd and 10, Gregory. He's got his man. It's White. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw. Gregory being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 7-7, our score after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Slot man moves right. 2nd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And a first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
They'll look to throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Looking to throw. Gregory. He finds his man. Complete. That's Simmons. First target, first catch, and a first down. Back to throw. Gregory. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. Gregory. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys have now moved out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now back to throw. And he's got Shockey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They're going to look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Back to throw now on first down. And his pass incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And he comes back with one complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. Second and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Now Gregory to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Simmons. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Gregory will look to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. .47-yard punt, a return of 4. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Gregory.
Underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
He's on his way.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10.
Now they try the right side here. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
That's a much-needed accomplishment there on 3rd down. They've been forced to punt far too many times already. They needed something to go their way, and they're able to get a new set of downs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Gregory. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So no gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gregory.
That is caught.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Gregory underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Right back to him on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Simmons. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun. Gregory. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
35 yards that time on the punt.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Gregory.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gregory. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Gregory looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Turner. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's caught. This is White. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 15. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looks for White, but it's intercepted.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
This is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Simmons. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down. Gregory. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to White. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for our visitors,
they climbed to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.